Okay, if you were to sit 100 people down, okay, and ask them just straight up, what's the worst movie you've ever seen in your life? And I guarantee you, probably 70, 80 to 80% of those people are going to say two movies. They're either going to say The Room by Tommy Wiseau or The Troll 2. Okay, that's probably what they're going to say. Well, I'm here to tell you, not anymore, because there's a third movie that needs to get thrown into this mix, and it's called fucking Verotika by Glenn Danzig. Hey guys, welcome to Happywax TV. I'll tell you, man, goddamn, I heard rumors, okay, of how bad this movie was. But I God honestly didn't think it was going to be this bad. I don't even know what to say about it. Other than I sat through it and I don't know how I fucking did it. I honestly don't know. What makes it worse, okay, about this movie is that it had a budget, and I'm just going by, IMDb. It says it had a budget of roughly $1 million, okay? Which, in some movies, it's not a lot of money, but in this style of movie, where it's a low-budget video-on-demand style movie, that's a ton of fucking cash. And I'm not going to sit here and list, 20 movies that were made for like $20,000, $30,000 that absolutely just fucking kill it, okay? Because I talk about them all the time in my reviews. But if this movie had $1 million for a budget, and this is the best that they could pull off, like, I don't even know what to fucking say. Like, straight up, this movie is fucking terrible. It's Glenn Danzig's directorial debut, and he also wrote this. And it's an anthology movie. There's 3 stories in it, okay? And I guess they're taken from, I guess he has a graphic novel line out or graphic comic books out. So these movies are plucked from those comics. And that's all well and great, I guess. And trust me, this movie's going to have a cult following. I absolutely know it will. But seriously, each film is 30 minutes long, okay? And none of them have a storyline that could carry a fucking movie longer than 5 minutes. God, honestly, it opens up with the albino spider of Darjet, okay? It's literally a 10-minute short film at best, okay? Change of Face. Even worse, Change of Face is fucking terrible, and I don't care what it is. Listen, if you're a teenage boy in high school or college and you want to see some tits in a movie, then I'll tell you, this is the movie for you, because like every scene has an abundance of naked women in it. I don't know the cast, I didn't recognize anybody, but I'm assuming they're all strippers. For the most part, there might be some legit actresses in here, okay, so I don't want to insult anybody too bad, but the majority of this cast is probably made up of porn stars and strippers, I'm thinking. And the guys in this movie, like, I don't even know who they are. Like, I've never seen their faces or anything. Then in the acting, every single performance in this movie, not just 1 or 2 performances, every single performance in this movie is fucking terrible, okay? But I don't think it's their fault, okay? But sorry, the third act was Drakshita, Canessa of Blood. Okay, that was the third one, and that was the more ambitious of the 3, because it went back into medieval times and they tried their best. But even still, it was a pile of shit. But holy fuck, like, there's scenes in this movie, okay, and what I was getting at, where it's not all the actors and actresses' fault. It literally looks like they were given their lines like literally seconds before the camera started rolling, because most of the time it looked like they had to improv what they had to say, and they had no idea what to fucking say. First of all, there was a couple scenes here where there was a scene, okay, and I think the actresses and actors involved in it thought the scene was over, but the camera was still running. He hadn't called cut yet, so they stopped acting and were kind of looking around for like a couple seconds, and then realized it was still rolling, so they went back to acting again. I'm like, what? What in the fuck am I watching? You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. This, if you think The Room is The Room's a cult classic now. You know what I mean? Tommy Wiseau is famous for that movie, and it's fucking terrible, but it's so bad it's good. And I know that's a thing that gets said more times than not. It's cliche, really. But that's what this movie is, man. Like, people, there's going to be an audience that absolutely love this movie, and good on you if you do, because it is absolutely so fucking horrendously directed, written, acted, fucking the editing is fucking horrendous, but it's so bad, like all of it just melds together, and it's like, I don't know, people, if you showed this in the theater to the right audience, some people are fucking gonna love it, man. Some people love this stuff. I just thought it was schlock, but I don't know. I watched it. It's like, holy fuck. I don't even want to describe the three theaters. The three stories that are in it. The albino spider is fucking terrible. There's a creature in it. The woman in it who's the main star, Darjette, she has these boobs, and they have, where her nipples are, they have eyes. Okay, so she breaks up with her boyfriend because he finally takes her top off and sees these titties that have 2 eyeballs for nipples. Okay, so she's all upset, so she starts crying. So the tears from her eyeball nipples drip onto this albino spider and turn it into this man type spider creature who comes to life whenever she falls asleep, and then he goes out and kills people. But it's so fucking stupid because he moves his 2 top arms, right? But then he's got 2 more arms on either side, and they never fucking move. They're just always in that position. It's like, I'm like, listen, I get it. Doesn't have like the biggest budget, but it had a fucking $1 million. Okay, like, do I need to list movies that were made on 1/10 of that budget that would fucking destroy this movie? Like Headhunter, $30,000. Come on, what the fuck? And this is, people will say, well, this is a directorial debut. He's never made a movie. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't want to maybe do some short films or fine tune your craft first before you put a full feature length movie out. Oh no, let's not do that. Let's just go right for fucking broke right off the hop and hope people like it. But let me just give you a list, because I was thinking about this, because this will be one of the arguments people give, that it's his first time directing, right? Listen, Rob Zombie's first movie, House of a Thousand Corpses. I don't care what you say about that movie. That's one of my favorites. It's fucking killer. Look, even Steven Spielberg, I know he's famous now, but Sugarland Express, great fucking movie. John Carpenter, his first movie was kind of a dud, Dark Star, but whatever. George Lucas, his very first fucking movie was THX 1138. I'm telling you, if you haven't seen that movie yet, it's actually got Sid Haig in it. I think it's Sid's first performance. Check it out. I'm going to leave posters up here so you can see them. Watch that movie. That is fucking... American Graffiti was not George Lucas's first movie. It was THX 1138. Fantastic. Film debut, directorial debut, okay? Then you've got Orson Welles, did Citizen Kane. That was his fucking... his debut. Quentin Tarantino, the first movie he banged off as a director. Reservoir Dogs. I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't think Verotika holds up to Reservoir Dogs in any sense of the fucking word. You've got John Singleton, gave us Boys in the Hood. One of my favorite movies of all time is Frank Dearbont's fucking Shawshank Redemption. Okay, first movie. First time he ever directed a feature-length film, and we get Shawshank Redemption. I mean, give me a fucking break. Even Richard Kelly did Donnie Darko. I'm thinking, what? Even Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner's first directorial movie was fucking Dances with Wolves. That won a fucking Oscar. Even old Ben Affleck gave us Gone Baby Gone. You know what I mean? And this is the best we get is from Glenn Danzig as fucking Verotika. Give me a fucking break. Listen, if you're going to start your first movie off with 3 short films or an anthology movie, then why not fucking make a short films, like 10-minute short films, so you can, utilize the budget you have and actually make it worthwhile and worth watching. Now, again, I don't want to insult the people that actually like this movie, because God help you if you do. But there will be people out there that like it, okay, because they like this kind of stuff. And I get it, and I respect that. But man, oh man, this movie is fucking terrible. It's I would say that it's even worse than The Room. But again, it's now a classic. The Room is a fucking classic. Look at Troll 2. It's a fucking classic. They're so fucking shitty and terrible that they're good, and now they have this massive cult following, and I can guarantee you, mark my words, this movie's going to be the same way. People are going to fucking, just come in droves to defend this movie, and that's fine. I mean, God bless you. So I don't know. I just expected more, and I can't say, you know what the bad thing is? I can't even say I hated this fucking movie because it is. It's so fucking terrible that well, it's not good, but I mean, it doesn't take itself seriously. It's almost like a comedy, and it's not, but I'm like, oh my God. Anyways, I'm done. I could sit here for 3 hours and go on about this movie, but listen, if you've seen this movie, please chime in the comments and let me know what you thought about it. And if you haven't seen this movie, seriously, okay, go watch it, okay? Seriously, just go watch it, sit through it. It's only an hour and a half. And then come back here and let me know what you thought about it. I God honestly want to know, you know, what you thought, your thoughts on this movie. I can only say so much, okay? But I want to hear you guys, my subscribers and people who come here for the first time. I want to know what you think about this fucking movie. And let me know. Let me know. Maybe I'm totally wrong. I know I'm not, but let me know. I absolutely want you to let me know what you think of this movie. And is it destined to be a cult classic? I guarantee it will, man. So anyways, it's called Verotika. It's out now. It's written and directed by Glenn Danzig. Make sure you go check it out and then come back and let me know what you think, guys. And as always, stay scared.